Hi, I'm Terry Heckman from the Battered Women's Shelter, also known as the Center for Hope and Healing. You're watching this video because you're learning about the steps that it takes to get a protection order. In this video, you're going to hear about the respondent being served paperwork. It is the sheriff that will actually go out and serve the paperwork. The judge is going to explain that to you in the next few minutes, and when this is over, we'll talk more about your safety.
Hello, my name is Judge Katarina Cook. I'm the administrative judge at the Summit County Domestic Relations Court. I'm going to explain the court process of service of a civil protection order, also called a CPO. In order for a CPO to be effective, the respondent needs to have notice that a hearing took place and what the outcome of that hearing was. In legal terms, giving someone notice of any court action is referred to as serving or service. Therefore, in addition to being given a copy of your order, you will also be provided with a service packet, which has a pink cover page. The purpose of that service packet is so that if the respondent has not been properly served by the sheriff deputy and you must call the police, the officers who respond can serve the respondent with that paperwork. It is important that the officer call the number on the pink cover page of the service packet and advise the Summit County Sheriff's Office that the respondent was served. You should also request that the responding officers document the service in their police report. Generally, the Sheriff's Department will try to serve the respondent the same day that your ex parte CPO is issued and filed. For in-county service attempts, the sheriff deputies may call to let you know the respondent has been served, or you can contact them at 330-643-2271. You can also check the status of in-county service by visiting the Summit County Sheriff's website at sheriff.summitoh.net. Click on the prompt for civil process. You will need either the case number or the respondent's name to use this site. If service on the respondent needs to be made in a location outside of Summit County, service of the order to the respondent will likely take several days, as the service needs to be sent by Federal Express to the local sheriff's department where the respondent is to be served. Then that sheriff's department has to personally serve the respondent. When the respondent is served by the sheriff deputy or other involved law enforcement, the respondent will be provided with a copy of the petition you filed that explains you have sought a protection order, and a copy of the CPO, which specifically sets out all the restrictions and obligations for the respondent. The CPO will also inform the respondent of the evidentiary hearing date where they can appear to answer to your allegations and requests. If, as of the time scheduled for your evidentiary hearing, the respondent does not appear because they have not been served, you still need to appear for that hearing. At that time, you can request the court provide you with additional time so you can try to get good service on the respondent. In most cases, the court will grant you additional time, which the court calls a continuance. A new hearing date is set, and you will file the continuance order with the clerk of court's office. You will need to request the clerk prepare a new service packet for the respondent. It is important that you provide the best possible address where the respondent can be served so that hearing dates don't get delayed due to service issues. If service continues to be a problem, you will want to work with your advocate and the clerk of court's office to find alternative methods to serve the respondent. It is important to note that if you have an ex parte CPO in effect, but the hearing is continued, the CPO remains in effect. There is a lot more information that could be provided to you, but this information, though it may overwhelm you now, is meant to help you understand your rights, the legal process, and legal relief available to you. Please watch Part 3 of this informative video that will explain the evidentiary or full hearing and should answer most of your questions. We suggest that when you prepare for the hearings, reach out to advocates when needed. They can help with safety concerns and for guidance. Advocates are not attorneys, and therefore, while they can't legally represent you at the hearings, they can serve as a good resource on how to maintain your safety assist with preparing for the hearing, and provide you with support during the pendency of the case and thereafter. Dating and domestic violence protection orders do work. They are an important tool that can help protect you and your family. Court personnel and law enforcement take these protection orders very seriously. These people will do their best to protect you. But remember, the protection orders they issue and/or enforce are only a piece of paper. So it is important that you use your best effort to keep you and your household members safe.
All right, you've just watched a video about serving a respondent the paperwork. That's when the sheriff takes the paperwork out and hands it to this person who you need protection from. If you need the battered women's shelter, please use the phone number that's on the screen now. 24 hours a day, this is a confidential call. They can help you do a safety plan so that you know what you need to do to stay safe and you have steps written out if you are going to leave home. Or you can come into shelter if you need to and stay with us for a few days while this service is happening. Only you know how you can stay safe. But I really want you to take this seriously because it's an important step in this process.